Oh! Hi, hey, I'm Brad. Welcome to my channel. I am sitting here with Jasha Balcom. Jasha Balcom has, man, I'm just really inspired by your story. I looked him up because I'm a nerd like that. Jasha was the stunt double for Chadwick Boseman. And if you're like me, I'm a superhero nerd. I like Avengers. I like Black Panther. And even more than that, I love baseball. And when I found out that, I was just fascinated. Jackie Robinson has always been, you know, an icon in baseball. And man, I'm just really fascinated. Like, how did that opportunity come about?
But man, it's just God, man, right place at right time. One of my teammates who I played with in the Cubs organization just called me out of the blue, man, and said, hey man, I got an opportunity, man. Do you want to be in some, it's a baseball movie, Jackie Robinson movie. You want to be in some of the Negro League scenes? I was like, as an extra. I'm like, be in a movie? I'm like, yeah, absolutely, sure. He's like, send me your picture and some photos of you playing ball. So I just went ahead and did that, sent him what I had. And he called me back. It was like, hey, man, the director wants to meet with you because you kind of resemble Chad Boseman's size and y'all favor a little bit. And I was like, okay, I went to go meet with him. And he said, hey, could you be a stunt double? Could you be available to do the movie? I was like, so it went from being an extra in the movie on the Negro League team to being Chad's double.
Oh my God! So
we had practice and we had to do some of the scenes and the practices and whatnot. They wanted to make sure I could do the actual scenes, and I hadn't been playing baseball in a long time, so it was pretty crazy to be able to get back out there and actually get and look like I'm still can play. So I impressed him. He offered me the opportunity to be one of the stunt doubles for Chad, and then I got to get. It was a great experience.
And you actually got to play on this field?
Yes, we did play on this field. We shot some scenes here, some scenes on the other field. There's a spring training scene where I actually make the diving catch and turned the double play.
Wow.
And he was like, the other coach was looking at him, was like, oh, he's almost superhuman. So that was a play that I did for Chad. You can, I know where it is. I can slow it down. You can see the back of my head as I'm spinning and throw it. So I have a picture.
Oh, that is so cool. That is awesome.
That was fun.
I do want to add that Jasha played at Georgia. I'm a huge Georgia fan as well. How did that process come about?
Georgia.
Were you recruited were you scouted by any major league teams out of high school and college? And what made you choose Georgia over the major leagues at that time?
Well, Georgia was, believe it or not, Georgia was, I had always seen myself want to go to Georgia. You know, I visualized it was like, I want to go to Georgia. And I wanted to, at 14, 15 years old, I went to a camp in Atlanta. I knew Georgia was going to be there. And I had seen it, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to go press Georgia, hopefully, right? And I went there and had a really good camp. And that's the power of visualization and tend to put things out there. And the coach, who was David Purnell, he's the assistant coach at the time. And he came over to speak to my parents at the end of that camp. And I got my first letter from UGA. So I was excited. You know, I started getting other letters and whatnot, but it didn't work out like that in the beginning. The coach, that head coach, got fired, and there was a new coach who came in from Mississippi State, Ron Pope. I didn't know who he was at the time, but he's a legend apparently. But I decided to go to College of Charleston. They gave me a really great offer for my school to go out of state, and I knew I was going to start guaranteed as a freshman, and it worked out. I went there for 2 years, and then Coach Purnell ended up getting the head coaching job, and I was kind of like a little missing home. I wanted to be back in Georgia, and I decided to transfer to Georgia. Out of high school, I did get drafted by the Pirates. I was planning on going professionally. Didn't think I was going to go to college, but it didn't work out, so I ended up signing to go to College of Charleston. Then I ended up back at Georgia, and then I spent 1 year at Georgia and went straight to pro ball with the Cubs after my junior year.
That's awesome. Now, I'm a Braves fan, but I will say the Cubs, when they won the World Series in 2016, that's when my son started really following Major League Baseball, and so I kind of got fascinated with them, and I ended up doing the Chicago Marathon and going there and all that. So that was a cool experience. Now I do think this is not official proof, but I pitched one game in my life, and it was against Dublin High School. And I remember Dublin having a stud center fielder, and I believe it was Jasha. I mean, it just had to be. I mean, it had to be you.
It was probably me. I mean,
if y'all came to Westside High School,
I remember y'all's field because and I was the only
we were fairly new.
So.
Yeah, I mean, it just had to be. And yeah, I pitched a game, and you almost took me yard. I'm sure. May not remember it, but I do, and it was a deep center field, but our center fielder caught it, so I don't know. I ended up getting a win that day, actually, but
yeah, they were bad. You guys were a better team. We were a smaller school, though.
Well, Jace, I just want to say that just being around you this week, you've been an inspiration to me, and like, I want to do this acting thing again and try to get a role where there's a stand-in or background. I feel inspired. I feel a little more comfortable coming out of my comfort zone in a way. I mean, I'm naturally a shy person, so man, I appreciate it, dude.
That's part of your growth, and you know, shout out to you for starting your YouTube. I admire that in you. I mean, that's something I'm wanting to do more of, and you know, it's just like really just getting out there and you taking the steps to get better, just like baseball. You gotta get off the tee, you get better and better, and if that same fear is to hit a baseball, if you're scared of getting hit, you'd be scared to take a swing, right?
Yeah.
But when you get over the fear of getting hit, then you get out there and you swing, you get more and more comfortable. So I think it's the same thing. And I had those same fears too as well. Like, I wanted to start a YouTube channel years ago teaching baseball stuff, but I'm working on it too. So shout out to you, man, for doing this, man.
You know, look me up on YouTube. It's Brad Lord. So, and I'll support you in any kind of way, man.
I appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate it.